Ooh, big brownie chunk. Took me about an ice cream, mentally prepared myself. Let's go.
Many have seen the new fad going around today called Pokemon Go.
Pokemon
All
Go.
over the
It's like a
news, it's been
Wisconsin
talked about
accent.
how there's this new video game that you can download on your phone, and you can actually go around and find little
Yeah,
Pokemon.
that's how it
Whatever
works.
those are. And, I didn't pay much attention to it, didn't think much of it. But the more that this fad goes on, the more I think, I need to mention this. I need to talk about this from a Christian perspective.
Yeah, we always need that Christian perspective. You always got to have the Christian perspective. What would we do without Christian perspective? It's what makes the world go round. I'm honestly surprised I haven't seen this from 6 years ago. I'm so surprised. I haven't seen this. How have I not seen something like this? You've brought me... you've brought me something beautiful and set it right down on my plate.
On what this so-called Pokemon fad really is, because it could be a very, very dangerous thing.
Very dangerous? If I'm being real with you, I played Pokemon Go once. I was never a big fan. I didn't think it was that good. Not as good as this ice cream.
I was looking into Pokemon. Now, I don't know a lot about Pokemon,
I was looking
but I
into
remember when
Pokemon.
Pokemon came out. I never liked the Japanese animation stuff.
How does this dude have a 33-minute video using a whiteboard and everything? Papers even. This is a big conspiracy. This reminds me of that Pepe Sylvia thing from Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where Charlie's like connecting the pins and thread on the board trying to figure out who Pepe Sylvia is. And this guy's doing that, trying to prove that Pokemon Go is letting you have communion with devils.
Playing with a little monster, and I guess it's hatched from an egg or something.
Oh,
and they
cookie
talk
dough.
to it, and they help it to win in battle and fight with it and things like this. And from Christian perspective, my thought was, well, that sounds like witchcraft. You see, witchcraft
Oh my God.
is...
This brings me to... I'm sorry, I'm eating ice cream. I can't help it. It's so good. This brings me to a point. My pastor... I've grew up going to church. My parents are very heavily Christian, so I know this viewpoint very well. I was in church, and my pastor had a whole hour-long sermon about Harry Potter and how Harry Potter was witchcraft. And if your kids were watching Harry Potter, they were buying Harry Potter wands, that you should keep an eye on them because they may be partaking in witchcraft and talking to the devil. It's some of the silliest stuff I've ever heard. I was like 12 when this happened, and even hearing it then, and being raised in the church and everything, I still thought that was so stupid. It's so dumb.
So it sounded like to me, and I always thought, well, that sounds like preparing kids for later times to where they learn witchcraft and talk to demons.
Yeah.
So I always thought, man, that Pokemon thing sounds pretty wicked. Well, Pokemon Go has come out now.
It's making me so mad how he's saying Pokemon. 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 It's like he's trying to say Pokemon. Pokemon. Is he a Pokemon fan, you think?
Well, I got an email from a friend the other day who's used to be, years ago, in the occult. Let me read the email that I got from him. He
No
says, "Hi,
way.
Robert. Have you noticed the new Pokemon game? I have a background in occultism. I walked with dowsing rods to do research on demonic ley lines and dragon lines. Google Earth was installed on my PC and it had ley lines from all over the world in it. I know exactly
No
where
way.
some of the most demonic
No way.
spots are.
No way he's
also
gonna
in
say
my
this.
own area." So here's a guy that used to be in the cult, and he says there's these lines upon the earth that are, I don't know if they're magnetic lines or whatever they are, but he says that from his experience in the cult, these lines have to do with demons. Maybe this...
These lines have to do with demons. That's so funny. He used to be in the occult, so he knows what's going on. The Pokemon Go stuff is based on these lines that go across the globe. I don't even know what he's talking about anymore. I'm not following.
This is the areas that demons most of the time pass as they
So you've
go.
seen demons do this. This is like a railway for demons then. This is like the tram for demons, how they travel across the earth. You've seen this with your eyes. You've experienced it, surely. Because you're using it as evidence, you have to have experienced this before you know what's going on.
in their
You've
different
seen this
directions.
stuff.
Close
Well,
to-
no, he probably hasn't seen it because, his whole life is based around believing on what you can't see, so.
And they have animated demons.
Whoa!
And so people are running around on these
So
satanic...
Pokemans are animated demons. Pokemon spelled backwards is worship Satan. That's such a third eye opening comment right there, Harps of Fizz. That's right. You're right. Pokemon spelled backwards is worship Satan. It all makes sense now. The dots are connecting. I'm starting to see.
Ley lines looking for demons, and oh, don't they look so cute on your phone?
They do. The demons
It's
look really
actually
cute.
allowing you to see into the spirit world through a little box.
So this guy thinks that like your phone that you're playing Pokemon Go on is like the door to Narnia. You can just look into the spirit world. I didn't know it was that easy. Why haven't ghost hunters and stuff been doing this all along?
If what he's saying is right. Now, I'm not saying that I believe that or that's true.
Well,
You know, they kicked a man off of Twitter for life for saying I didn't like such and such a movie. And they're censoring people nowadays.
Oh,
I
God.
don't want to be censored, so I'm not saying that Pokemon is demonic. But I
No way. No way. He's one of those people that, of course, he would be one of those people that is all about that censorship stuff. He sounds like Alex Jones when he starts talking like that.
This is a very serious thing. I'm flabbergasted by the amount of people I see below my balcony. They have no clue. They think they're playing an innocent game while actually they're catching demons on ley line centers.
Okay, so even if you are catching demons on ley line centers, whatever that means, sounds very tinfoil hat. So I just add something I don't know about. But if you are catching demons, what is it going to do to you? Are they going to start like whispering in your ear when you're sleeping, telling you to kill your parents and burn the house down, pull a Chris Benoit or something? What's the end goal for these demons? Just to be in your phone, snoop through your data, figure out what kind of porn you watch? Is that what they're into? Because I haven't heard of anybody getting possessed because of Pokemon Go or anything. And it's been 6 years since this video was uploaded.
People playing this Pokemon game in their little phone have come to where they supposedly are to find one of these little monsters, and they look down at their feet, and there's a dead body. Now, is that...
What? So what is that? How is that supposed to mean they're demons? People find dead bodies all the time. You act like this is new. They just started discovering dead bodies when they started playing Pokemon Go. Or is he saying that the Pokemon Go app is leading them to the dead bodies?
You know, it's interesting. 2 Corinthians 2:11 says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. You know what they call your cell phone? A device.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, no way he's trying to make that comparison. Devices? They said it in the Bible. They said the devil's device is in the Bible, and this is called a device. Coincidence? I think not. You better circle it on the smartboard, man. Put devil's devices, arrow devices, smartphone, maybe draw it, and then circle it in red so we make sure we know that connection. Oh boy, that's a mind-expanding thing he just said right there. Any computer this man has been around, he was inches from the devil. Exactly. He didn't even know it. He owns a device. He's probably recording it on his phone right now. So he's part of the problem.
You know, that whole world of electricity, lightning is electricity, has to do with the devil. That's his realm. Ephesians 2:2 says, where in time past
all of electricity is the work of the devil. I thought that was Thor. I thought that was Thor's doing. Apparently the devil is the god of thunder now. Oh, dude, that's right. Electricity is of the devil. OMG, Pikachu is an electric type. It all makes sense. The devil is the god of electricity, and Pikachu is the electric type Pokemon. It's all coming together now.
Front page, if you go to Pokemon Go.
He said it right that time.
See that, but you can go to PokemonGo.com if you want.
And
the first thing you see, it says, select your region. I'm like, huh? You know, the Bible says in the last days when the Antichrist comes, he's going to set up 10 regions around the world. Well,
select your region. Why did he print this out? Why couldn't he just show it on a phone or something? Describing a phone as a little box is the most caveman thing. This dude, he has a caveman brain. Yeah, he printed that out. That's so cool. It is cool. He printed it out. He's old school, man. He can't use devices. Those are works of the devil. That's insane, though. He's taking the comparison, saying it says select your region on the Pokemon Go site, and that's also referring to the end times and the devil.
But it's interesting how it says region. It doesn't say go by state. It doesn't say go by continent. It says, hey, pick a region, and we'll show you where to get started to play.
Maybe because that's how their servers work.
Game.
Maybe they don't work by states or continents.
So
maybe that's how the servers just work, man.
So you get your little
by
iPhone,
regions,
which I find interesting. iPhone. You know what the devil wants is to get you to only think about yourself. And so he wants you to be selfish. And what does a selfish person do? They say, I, me, 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 me. You go to Isaiah.
Wait, Isaiah? He said Isaiah. Isaiah has an I, starts with an I, just like iPhone. It's all connected, Illuminati confirmed. I also love how this guy's just printing out a bunch of papers for his little presentation like he's going to use it for the 4th grade science fair. It just makes it so much better. Why do you print it out instead of writing it with quill and ink? I don't know. He used the device to print that out, so he's helping the devil out with that device. A printer's a device.
14 talking about Satan. And I think it's 7 times that he says, I will do this, and I will do that, and I will rise up.
This is such a...
You know, when it comes to
He's making connections that are so obviously not there. He's just reaching. He's so far reaching. It's funny. It's so insane.
The first death attributed to this game was in Guatemala, where late at night some kids were running around looking for these little
demons.
Creatures.
Oh.
These little monsters.
Yep.
These little demons,
Yep,
if that's
there
what
it
they
is.
were. And they were shot by gangsters in the middle of the night. And they say, well, that's Pokemon's fault because they shouldn't have been out that late looking for these little monsters.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, there's going to be deaths because of it, because people won't look up to cross the street when they're playing Pokemon Go, but that's not because it's the work of the devil. People get shot by gang members and hit by cars every day for multiple reasons. It's not directly because of demons in Pokemon Go.
So there have been people that have died playing this game. There have been people that have discovered, like I told
Yeah,
you
well,
earlier,
sir, there's also been people that have died while they've been inside of a church building also, so it's not a really good argument.
people that have stopped in the middle of highways and opened their door and said, I think he's around here somewhere causing danger.
Those are just
and
stupid
problem
people.
And risk and accidents and such as that.
I call that natural selection. That's just natural selection, man. It's dumb people. Wait. 30 million downloads and 1 death. I know, that's some pretty insane numbers there.
This guy
These
says
comparisons
in his
keep getting
email,
wackier and wackier. This dude
But I
is a
read here,
goofball.
Pokemon, and it says right here by Brett Peterson, Pokemon, the true power.
Brent Peterson. Dude, this reminds me of that episode. I don't know if you've seen it, the episode of South Park where Eric Cartman is trying to persuade everyone in his class. He's doing a presentation to prove that 9/11 was done by Kyle Bravlovsky. That is what this reminds me of. Just making connections that aren't there. I'm going to pull it up for you, a clip of it, just to show you how similar this is. Trying to make connections that aren't there with stuff that just makes no sense.
So now, the inevitable question. If terrorists didn't cause 9/11, who did? Remember that there are in fact 2 towers. 2 minus 1 is 1. 1, 1, 11. 2 minus 1 is 1. 1, 1. And there are 9 members on Silverstein's board of directors. That's 9, 1, 1. 9/11. And take 2 minus 1 plus 9/11, and you get 12. Which leads us all to the mastermind of the 9/11 attacks. Kyle.
And there you go. That's exactly what this guy's doing, but proving that Pokemon Go is for catching demons and for the devil. It's truly a third eye opening experience we're getting right now. Yeah, you can't try to debate someone this dumb with logistics and facts and just a common sense perspective, because they'll just keep going. You can't make them see the other side.
The game created an addiction
just
and
useless.
anxiety in the child, which made me very uncomfortable.
You just gotta point and laugh.
The child felt addicted. Oh, I gotta do it. Like a drug. Oh, I gotta do some more. I gotta do some more.
I love drugs.
And the parents said that made us a little bit uncomfortable.
What about like these people and going to church every Sunday? Like they act like it kills them if they don't go to church every Sunday. That's an addiction. That's like drugs. You know? Can I pause for a second? Look at this.
Minecraft was created by
This is another. Oh yeah, this is another
Much
one of those
rhymes with
comparisons
watch.
that just yeah.
Watch.
Illuminati confirmed.
Apple is ran
That's what
by
this guy's
a guy
doing.
called Tim Cook. Cook. You can cook chicken in Minecraft. Chicken. KFC.
Yo,
Kentucky Fried Chicken. Kentucky. Hillbillies.
exactly.
Billies.
Hate Kentucky.
Bill. Bill Gates. Plan.
This really is some
Rose.
Illuminati confirmed stuff this guy's
Roses
doing.
can
It's
be
exactly
found
like
in
this.
Minecraft. Doesn't this
Except
all
he's
seem a
serious.
little
He's
bit
100%
suspicious?
serious.
I knew it.
Uh-huh.
Minecraft is Illuminati confirmed.
Yup. Every Illuminati confirmed thing you can think of is what this guy's doing right now. Just grasping at straws that aren't even there.
Maybe his email was right. Maybe they are going through these ley lines, trying to get you to communicate.
Why is he printing all this stuff out? Pin it on the board behind you, man. Make it a little evidence board. Make yourself look even crazier.
Playing this game. So if you're playing a game and it leads you to a dead body, and you're supposed to meet a little monster there, you very well could be meeting a demon, because demons, unclean spirits, like to hang around dead bodies.
So, Pokemon Go knows when someone is dead, and they put a Pokemon to spawn on that person's dead body so it can, like, dance on its corpse or something and take the L. Just Fortnite dance on the dead body so you can catch it and then take the demon home with you and not report it to the authorities or anything. I'm curious how Pokemon Go is so advanced that they could lead you to a dead body and have a Pokemon spawn on top of that dead body. Like, that's impressive.
Please pray about what you let your children play with and watch. Yeah, especially in the last days when there's seducing spirits running around with their doctors of devils trying to deceive people. Maybe we as parents should be careful what we let our children play with.
Yeah, but don't you think, you know, gatekeeping your children from one specific thing isn't going to make them want to go do it way more than anything else? Like, if you consistently say all throughout their life, no Pokemon, no Pokemon, Pokemon's demonic, it's bad, don't do it, don't play the games. I feel like that's just going to naturally make the kid want to rebel and go play Pokemon and get into Pokemon. It's like the Garden of Eden story, to relate it to the Bible. God's like, don't eat this one apple. Don't eat that one right there, the apple of knowledge or whatever it was called. You can eat anything but that. I don't know why I put it there, but you just eat everything but that. And then they eat it. And that's when everything goes wrong. Because they were told they couldn't eat it, so they had to find out what it was about.
So not only is it a cult teaching you witchcraft,
it's a cult now?
It's trying to push upon you the idea of evolution. And it's a biblical teaching if there ever was one.
Wow. So the Pokemon itself, if you play Pokemon, you're in the Pokemon cult, and since there's evolutions of the Pokemon, they're pushing evolution, which, albeit proven, is very against Christianity, so it's bad. He hates magic and he hates science, yeah.
One 3-year-old was chasing another boy, almost translate in expression, saying in a deep, raspy voice, Bulbasaur, attack, Bulbasaur, Bulbasaur. What a name for one of the demons, Bulbasaur. Well, that almost sounds like Beelzebub? Yeah.
Almost, because it starts with the same letter?
Talking about this, I don't need to get into it, but
yeah, it doesn't rhyme.
Wicca, witchcraft, pagan.
Bulbasaur and Beelzebub doesn't rhyme or anything. They just both start with a B, so that's the connection.
Satanism. You need to look at this game and say, nope, no go. No go for my kids.
Pokemon no go.
I'm not going to allow them to learn how to deal with demons.
I'm not going to allow them to have fun.
Now, folks, I'm a Christian. I believe the rapture is soon. I believe Jesus is coming soon. But I also believe that
every generation of Christians have believed that.
And there are many today who claim to be Christians that don't care enough about their own children that they let them get into this game. A game that if you start playing...
If you let your kids play this, you hate your kids. You don't care about your children. That's just the facts. That's just the facts, man. That's so insane. He's trying to say you're a bad parent if you let him play this. Because he believes it goes against his religion.
And you just might very well stumble upon a dead body. How on earth could you play a game like this and stumble upon a dead body that just happens to be on a ley line, which corresponds to a cult, and where known demons are to...
Can't refute that. You can't refute the ley lines and the dead body and stuff. You can't. Irrefutable. It's concrete. That's as concrete as the Ten Commandments right there.
And let me say one last thing, then I'll close.
Horny for
there's
Jesus.
2 things that demons hate. Actually, 3. They hate it when you say that Jesus Christ is God. They hate that. They don't want to believe it, but they know.
So if you whipped out your phone on Pokemon Go, looked at your Pokemon and said, Jesus Christ is God, it'll start like going, and hissing at you.
And they hate the King James Bible. I wonder if you still
the King
play
James
that little
Bible,
Pokemon
not
game.
the other ones.
If you go and you find one of those, if you ask it, hey man, you ever read the King James Bible, how about Jesus Christ is God and how God shed his blood for you? If that little demon doesn't turn around and start running away.
It's probably not going to react, man, because they're fictional. You can't speak to something that doesn't exist. But I guess you're used to doing that. So
from downloading a game like that.
I'm making a music video of my cat right now.
Bless you.
Look at that. Oh. Also seen that this is very fitting. I had this pulled up too, this Reddit post. Brunswick family loses everything in a fire except the Bible. Seems a little passive aggressive if your God allows your house to burn down and he leaves his business card. It was a miracle, yeah. It was a miracle that the house burnt down and only left the least valuable object in the house, monetarily wise. We can read our Bible while we're sitting in our cardboard boxes sucking wieners for crack money while we're in our darkest moments, all because our house burnt down. But he saved the Bible, don't worry, he saved it, because that's all that matters. We don't need a roof over our heads or food in our mouths. All we need is a Bible in our hands. That'll keep us warm. That'll keep us nourished.